Welcome back to Good Day. This theatrical production has been a global phenomenon for more than 50 years. Even if you don't know the show, you know some of the music. Andrew Lloyd Webber's and Tim Rice's Jesus Christ Superstar. It's at the Croswell in Adrian, Michigan, starting tomorrow. Nathan Goldsmith portrays Jesus, and Maya Gangadharan is Pontius Pilate. And they join us this morning. Thanks for being here today.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. So I love this show. We were just chatting. I've actually seen it on Broadway. So this, it holds a little special place in my heart. But for folks who aren't familiar with the show, take us through it.
Yeah, it portrays kind of the last year of Jesus' life. It's told through a little different perspective. So people who have faith, people who don't, they will both kind of recognize parts of the story. It's kind of told through the lens of maybe Judas and Mary a little bit more. But there are moments too that, you're seeing Jesus' perspective as well. So it's just a little different, but it's still reminiscent of, biblical, era.
So Pontius Pilate, this is interesting because generally we would see a man play that role. So how do you take this on?
It's actually a big gift because the fact that it hasn't been done by a woman means I don't have sort of those versions hanging over my head. So it gives me a lot more creative freedom, and it's definitely a different lens. The character seen through a woman rather than a man. There's just a lot to explore there.
Okay, well, that's one way to look at it too. Nobody has done this, so I'm going to set the standard here, right?
Why not?
Yeah, why not? So let's talk a little bit about the music, though. So I was just thinking, what's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. But it's very catchy, Andrew Lloyd Webber and Tim Rice. What do you all love so much about the music?
For Webber's work, I personally, it's my favorite show of all time, so I'm a little biased. But
Super fan.
Yeah. Like everyone knows Phantom of the Opera and like Cats and Joseph. That's all of his other work. But I think this was not meant to be a stage musical at first. It was meant to be an album. So you get a lot of the rock kind of opera parts of it. So it's a lot of fun. For the songs that I sing, I get to go into registers that I wouldn't typically get to do in another type of like Broadway show. Yeah. So that's my favorite part of it.
It is the rock, the guitar, the drums, all of that. So when people come out to this, what do you expect that they're going to gain, or what do you hope that they gain?
I think it's interesting to view this show through the lens of what's going on today in the world. I mean, it's sort of a timeless story, which means that every generation that puts on a production and every generation of audiences that comes to see it, they bring themselves to it. Yeah. And so I hope that it opens their eyes to the timelessness of the story and also the present day applications that are definitely there. Sure,
those themes that still run through. So you said you're a super fan. It's your favorite show of all time. What do you love so much about it? What drew you to it?
Probably my personal faith is, the first thing that would bring me to it. Playing, who I view as my savior is the biggest honor of my life. But just going as far back as when I first saw it, I was probably 14 years old, and I saw the original Ted Neely do it at the Stranahan. Oh, wow. I was in the 4th row, and it was like the moment that I was like, I want to maybe do that someday. Yeah. So it changed my life.
Stayed with you for forever. You mentioned the other characters too. Mary Magdalene is a very prominent character in this production. I know she's not here today, the actress playing her, but what has it been like with the whole cast coming together and portraying these really huge people in history?
It's really a phenomenal cast. I mean, Cassidy does such a beautiful job with Mary Magdalene, just bringing her humanity and her tenderness. Jamil has so much energy. And I think also people are going to be surprised by this ensemble. Our director over and over and over again has talked about how, the ensemble is really driving these characters to make a lot of their choices and do what they do. So we can't do what we do as characters without that ensemble giving that background and kind of giving us those circumstances that force decisions.
That is true. They're a huge part of the book for this play. So they push people along and help these characters, as you mentioned. So a big year for the Croswell, 160 years. So what is it like to be part of the Croswell? Have you all done other productions there before?
I have. This is Nate's first production, but I think we all, just being in the space of the Croswell, it's such a beautiful building, it's such an amazing facility, and the staff at the Croswell, they just put their heart and soul into maintaining that building. So it's a real honor to be able to be on that stage.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. And this was, I'm assuming when you saw the Croswell was doing Jesus Christ Superstar, you're like, where can I audition?
Yes, I was terrified. I just got back into theater in October of last year from a long break, and Croswell to me was like a very far reach. I was like, oh, I'll just throw my hat in, and yeah, I can't believe it's happening, and I get to be a part of the 160th. So
yeah, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Well, you probably knew all the words and everything already, so you're like good to go. So you all open tomorrow, right? Yeah. 2 weeks of performances at the Croswell, a couple on the Saturdays, right? Matinees both Saturdays, and then some matinees on Sundays as well. We want to make sure that we remind people to get tickets on the Croswell's website to make sure that you're not getting scammed. Out there. So make sure you go to the Croswell's website to get your tickets, croswell.org. Jesus Christ Superstar opens tomorrow. Yes. Break a leg, guys. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yep.